Hi, how are you? I have missed you. Welcome back. How you been? What you doing? Also for the newcomers, hi, my name is Maharshi. I make, aesthetically pleasing vlogs, some, true crime stories, and then some paranormal or urban legends, something like that I make on this channel. So if you like to watch all of these, you can click on my other videos which are on the channel. So by the title, you might be knowing that today we're going to be talking about these Japanese urban legends, which I really love. So let's get into this video. The number one that we're going to be talking about is the slit-mouthed women, or the Kuchi Sakana. Now Kuchi Sakana has a lot of different variants of her origin. So I know a few, so we're going to start with that. The variant that I know is that Kuchi Sakana went to a dentist, and she was sitting on the chair that they make you sit in, for which the doctor can do something on you. So the doctor had this one product which was really smelling and was reeking with kind of smell. So yeah, and Kuchi Sakana, she couldn't stand the smell of that product, so she got up, and while she accidentally, what happened was the dentist accidentally cut the cheeks of Kuchi Sakana, which led to her death, because ample of blood loss. The second variant that I know is that she was a concubine. And if you don't know what a concubine is a woman who is from the upper class and then she marries a lower class man, so she becomes a concubine. So she was a concubine and married a samurai, and samurai actually found out that Kuchi Sakana was having an affair with a very wealthy man. So what he did was, in anger, he went and he found Kuchi Sakana and the person that she was having an affair with. He went over there, he got his katana, pulled it out, and cut the cheeks of Kuchi Sakana, which led to her death. And the last but not the least, the third variant is that Kuchi Sakana had a jealous friend, who was jealous of her beauty, and also she went there with a pair of scissors or a sickle and cut the cheeks of Kuchi Sakana from ear to ear. So how she is described? So Kuchi Sakana, is like a very elegant woman. She wears this, very fancy clothes, and it doesn't give you any red flags. And she also has a mask over her face at all times, and like a blue surgical mask, okay, the which we use now. So when Kuchi Sakana, when you see her, she doesn't give any flags, and it was very common for people to, wear surgical masks, when they were sick or anything, as a courtesy to, for not letting anybody else get sick. So it doesn't really alarming. So when Kuchi Sakana finds a victim, prey on, so what she does is she automatically, sends you on a wrong path. Sends you on a wrong path, and then just makes you go into a place where it is really isolated, so that she could start killing, start preparing. So she just sends you so that you could be her victim. So once you see her, you won't be very alarmed, as I told you. She comes up to you and she says, am I pretty, or do you think am I pretty? So there is like something like that, and then and if you say no, you will be killed, and if you say yes, she will remove the cloth or the mask off of her face, and then she will show you the face that she has, which is really scary. So she will ask you the question again, am I pretty? And if you say yes, she will cut you the same way that she has her cheeks, and if you say no, she will kill you. So there is no other possible way of living, or able to live Kuchi Sakana. But there are a few ways that I have read, before doing this video. I searched up about Kuchi Sakana and all the urban legends, if you can get away with them. So I found out that if you want to escape Kuchi Sakana, there are like a few that I know. Okay, so the number one that I have seen is that if you repeat the question, that what she's asking you, like, am I pretty? So if you think, so just say the word, like the whole sentence, am I pretty, back to her. So this back and forth, so she will get annoyed and she will just leave. And the second way that I've heard is that if you repeat the name of the name of the product that the dentist used, which is Pomade. If I'm saying it or please let me know. So Pomade is a product that the dentist used, and which if you say it a few couple of times or like even one time, it will send it will wear the Kuchi Sakana away. And the last but not the least is that if you throw her favorite candy towards her, which is Baku Ame or Baku Ame, something like that. And so if you throw that candy towards her, it will distract her and it will give you enough time for you to run away. Let's move on to the second urban legend that I really like, which is Hikiko-san. Now Hikiko-san has a lot of really is like a really tragic story. So Hikiko-san was a little girl who had whose parents were really abusive and used to hit her every single day. And after a few years, well, she was in her teenage age, like 11 or 15, she started to show a lot of physical dysformalities, led to her being bullied in school by 3 girls who didn't thought that she was pretty. Now one day while Hikiko-san was going back to her home, she found a kitten and she thought I'm just gonna put her in a box, put that kitten in a box and put my jacket in. So what she does is she finds a box, like a cardboard box, puts her jacket in and puts the kitten in. But she also feels really bad that the kitten, she wouldn't be able to take care of it if she takes it home. She will be thrown out because abusive parents. So what she does is she keeps the kitten in a very secretive and a very hidden place, and a place where the kitten wouldn't be able to get out and wouldn't be able to hurt her. And then the 3 girls started noticing that Kuchi Sakana, instead of being sad, now is being really happy and like really cheerful and all. So what they decide is we have to get to the bottom of this and get to know the reason why she's happy. So what they do is they follow Kuchi Sakana to the place where the kitten is kept, and they see that she has a kitten, and then after Kuchi Sakana leaves for a little while to get some water for the kitten, they take the kitten and leave a note saying that if you want your kitten back, come to the teacher's parking lot in the school. Hikiko-san comes back, and then she finds letter, she reads it, and then she goes as usual because she wanted the kitten, the love of her life and the happiness of her life. So she goes there and she goes to the teacher's parking lot and finds that there was only one car left in the whole of the whole campus. There was only one teacher left, and that one teacher's car. What they do is they tie the kitten's neck with a rope around the neck and tie it to the end of the car, and they said that if you want to save it, go to save it before the teacher comes. But unfortunately the teacher comes, does not notice the 3 girls and Hikiko-san, gets into the car and starts is about to start driving, while Hikiko-san jumps on the rope, tries her best to keep the kitten alive, puts her hand around the kitten's neck and tries to untie it, unties the kitten but gets tangled, gets her wrist tangled in the rope, and then is dragged for at least 3 to 4 miles. And after that the teacher hears this unbearable scream of Hikiko-san and then just stops. But when she stops is not the best time because Hikiko-san dies, but she did save the kitten. What happens after 2 days is that the 3 girls who bullied her and tied the kitten to the end of the car died. And now it is said that Hikiko-san cannot be stopped, and if you bully someone, Hikiko-san will come and kill you. And in general, whoever bullies someone, Hikiko-san will come and kill you. Number 3 is Hanako-san. Now Hanako-san is a girl in the bathroom. No, Hanako-san also has a few variants of backstories. So I know a few. So the number 1 variant that I know is that Hanako-san was a girl who used to get beaten by her abusive parents, and then she committed suicide or was killed by her abusive parents in her school bathroom. And the second variant that I know that it was that Hanako-san was dead before that, way before, during the World War II period, where Hanako-san was playing hide and seek in her school and an air raid happened, and during that Hanako-san died in the bathroom. So basically Hanako-san just died in the bathroom, and then if you want to ever contact Hanako-san, you just have to knock 3 times on the 3rd floor or the 3rd stall of any floor. Knock and say, Hanako-san, are you there? Hanako-san, are you there? Hanako-san, are you there? Hanako-san, are you there? 3 times, and then if she says yes, I am, and nothing happens, she's not there. But you cannot, get rid of her really easily. So what happens is, after Hanako-san comes, she'll, automatically a white hand will come out of the toilet, grab you and take you to hell, or a 3-headed lizard will come and eat you and then send you to hell. So there is no escape from Hanako-san. You can either be in the stall or out of the stall. There are 3, both of ways are fine. Moving forward to number 4, Teke. Now Teke also, like all the other Japanese urban legends, has a lot of variants, which I know a few of. I'm gonna be saying this line a lot in this video, okay? A lot. Teke was this, really beautiful girl who was pushed or committed suicide or was pushed onto the train tracks with motive, and then a train came with full speed and ran over Teke, and and which split her into 2 halves. There is a second variant that I know. Now in the second variant, what happens is, after she was pushed or committed, it's like a continuing part but with a twist. So what happens is, the train comes and goes over, but doesn't go over over her hips, but goes over her knees, and which gives her a possibility of having a normal life on a wheelchair. But instead of saving girl, the train staff or the railway staff decide to put a polythene bag over this girl and kill her to death by suffocation. That is why people say that she is a vengeful spirit looking for her legs. Now, if you ever find a Teke, this Teke anywhere, let me tell you won't be able to run, because this bitch is Usain Bolt. So moving forward, Teke, doesn't have legs, but she is fast. So whenever she, runs, she makes this sound, Teke. Get it? So that is why she is named Teke. You can get rid of Teke. So if you, a variant of the legend says that if you come across Teke, you can say her real name, Kashima Riko, or Kashima Raiko, I don't know, Kashima Riko, and this should, wore away Teke. In another variant, if she is on top of you and is about to chop off your legs, and if she asks you, where are my legs? She will ask you this question, where are my legs? And if you say that your legs are in Marshing Expressway, she will go there, okay, to find her legs, because that is the place where she is apparently to be run over by a train. Now, but if you don't give this answer, she will kill you. Now, in another variant, it is also said that Kashima Riku, if you say to, this Teke, she will kill you. But if you say the demon name of this girl, which I only know the English version, is the mask Death Demon, she will let you live. Now, I don't know what you say this in Japanese, but this should work. Moving on to number 4, we have the Red Room. The Red Room is inspired by a 11-year-old boy who killed his 12-year-old classmate, and his blood was painted on the ceilings and on the walls of that boy's room. So when the police found this 11-year-old boy who killed his 12-year-old classmate, they found the computer where he kept the murdering tape of the 12-year-old boy, and that is what inspired this Red Room curse urban legend. So what happens in this urban legend? So in this urban legend, you'll get a pop-up notification saying that, hey, do you like the Red Room? It will play the tape where he murders that child, or it will say a few sentences like, do you like the Red Room? Do you like the Red Room? Do you like the Red Room? Something like that. And when it stops, and if you still see the pop-up notification, this means that you're going to die, and within a few hours or within a few days, you will be found dead, where you're cut open and all of your blood is smothered all over the ceilings and the walls. Moving on to number 6, the Akamandru, the last but not the least. favorite one. Okay, I like this one also, but this is the last one in this video. So Akamandru is also one of those very handsome man who kills a woman in a bathroom. So what he does is he also has a lot of a particular taste in of how he kills. So if you're a last woman in the woman's restroom, and if you're in the last stall, let me tell you, this man will come to you, do this: would you like the red paper or the blue paper? So if you say the red paper, he will violently kill you, and if you ask for the blue paper, he will suffocate to death because you turn blue. And if you ask for the white paper, if you are curious, a white hand will come from the toilet, grab you from your and take you to hell. But if you want to avoid this Akamandru, you can just say no to all of his requests, and you will be safe to go home, hopefully. Hi, this is me, Maharshi, editing, and the Maharshi who made the video forgot to make the outro, so this is me making it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel, click on the bell notification icon to get notified whenever I post a new video, and like this video because come on, it's completely free. And you can also share my videos because it's completely free and it won't cost you a dime to do it. And you can also follow me on my other social media accounts, which is Instagram, Twitter and Snapchat, so you can go do that. And if you want to contact me on any of my business info, you can email me on the email address down below. Until then, I'll see you. Tata, bye bye. I don't have cap lips anymore, bitches.